Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for reaching out again. I hope that you're doing well. I am going to go ahead and get into your in-depth reading today, looking at your divine connection to see the current energies coming in, both in the spiritual and the physical, any guidance that you and your counterparts, higher selves, and any members of your union team or the divine want you to know. So I've already pre-shuffled your cards, but first I'm going to get some charms out as an overall look at the energies that are coming in. All right, so we'll get these sorted out. Okay, so the first one I saw pop out was the little peacock locket here. So I feel like this one popped out for you before, but if I'm mistaken, I apologize. But this is really talking about things being tucked away, being stored away. And this is also about abundance. We also have the citrine here. So I feel like there's almost like this setting up something for the future for the two of you. So what I get also with the Ace of Pentacles there. I really get this as very much putting things aside. We also have the union. This is the physical union charm here. So these are very much connected to me. It's just like planning something, I'm getting like planning how someone's going to come forward, as well as how he wants things to be set up. So like very much like 10 of Pentacles kind of energy here. We also have the little Eiffel Tower here. So that to me is always like a revelation, always like some sort of big moment coming forward. I also get that with the bells here, lots of like awakenings. And what I'm getting with is like lots of like mini awakenings happening within him. Oh, we actually have 2 pentacles here. That's interesting. So there may be a little bit of juggling back and forth. Like notice how this one's so much smaller. This is really much about like the timing or like planning, setting things aside. But with like revelations coming in for him every day where he's getting little signs, he's definitely getting tuned in. I'm getting, you may be receiving this as well. Specific things like your ears ringing. But I'm getting like grander things being revealed over time, if that makes sense. We also have the little ballerina here, which makes me think of him thinking about you. You're definitely like on his mind, sort of dancing through his mind. We also have the little pumpkin here. So that's again about harvesting and putting things away. That's a very major theme we have going on here. We also have the solar plexus chakra and the root chakra, which is very interesting because that's about like taking action and grounded action in the physical. Okay. We also have the Ace of Wands. So that's more action, some sort of a new passionate beginning. With the little fortune cookie here, that's very much tied in with the abundance to me, as well as the locket. It's like unexpected things you can't see just yet, things you kind of have to crack open. That's also coming through to me today as like cracking the code, him cracking some sort of code, figuring things out. That's also coming through with the mirror where he's beginning to see things more clearly. I'm getting that he's beginning to see you and your divine self and your true self being revealed, the true nature of this union being revealed. And then we have the Colosseum here with the heart. So I get that kind of as like moving towards something, like going towards your heart, following your heart. So that's very tied with the solar plexus chakra for me. So I'm going to leave these out and we'll go ahead and get into your cards. All right, so we'll see what's coming in for you today. All right, so current energies of the connection, and I keep wanting to say the union. Okay, so we have the Magician. So that very much makes sense. Oh, wow. Okay, these other two as well. So we have the Magician. I really get that, again, with this locket, like planning things, storing things away, really beginning to figure out and start to plan how to do this. I get this really with that Ace of Wands because she's got the wand in her hand. Really like beginning to take action, again, with the solar plexus chakra, like taking the things that are being given to him, all of these signs that are coming in and planning something, okay? So we have the Magician, we have the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So very interesting because I mentioned moving this towards the Ten of Pentacles, trying to, again, like gather things up. That's what I keep getting, figuring things out. The Six of Swords is about moving away from a difficult situation. And I get this really for both of you, that you're both kind of discovering your own power and you're beginning to move away from situations or people or places that have kept you held back. And you're understanding and recognizing your full potential now, again, with that abundance. All right. So I'm also getting for you with this, with the bells, you may be getting new, downloads about your spiritual mission that may be becoming very clear to you now. So I'm hearing to pay attention for that, and that may be shifting for you to kind of come into your own abundance that way. But you're both really coming to this place of power, and again, moving away from situations that have held you back. All right. And I'm also getting the path is clearer with that now. Okay. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is very much kind of about that, that Eiffel Tower for me, coming forward with some sort of truth, okay? So it's almost like a tower moment, but it's a really good, like the best possible tower moment. I also get this with the mirror, truth being revealed. So this may be talking about communication. I'm getting a sense of urgency with him, that he wants to come forward really quickly. There is this sort of this urgency again with like setting things up, putting things in place, and I'm getting also the physical union here, okay? There's something that needs to be spoken, okay? We also have the Ace of Pentacles again. So again, putting things aside, storing things, I keep getting that. So it's like, I feel like right now he's got this Ace of Pentacles and he's gonna start working or compiling things to get it to this Ten of Pentacles. This also may be something, again, new coming in for either of you. This may be something new career-wise, or again, spiritual mission. So this may be you discovering something new for your mission, or it may be him beginning to tap into that as well. And that could be connected to the truth also. Okay, yeah, we have the Hanged Man. So I feel like he's definitely receiving downloads. And even though it is sort of a still place right now, again, he's gaining this momentum with the solar plexus chakra. It's like everything that's coming into him is pushing him further, and pushing him more and more to come forward. Again, with these bells, he's really becoming activated right now, okay? But this is also coming in for you. There's a lot of mirroring energy between the two of you because I feel like you're receiving new downloads. Again, this is connected to your mission and sort of moving forward with that, okay? Okay, so we have the Sun and the Two of Swords in reverse. So I feel like for a while, both of you might have been sort of in this Two of Swords energy where you were almost not choosing because you didn't want to move forward or you didn't want to make your life better or ascend your healing, but it was just something you had to work out. And now you are seeing the light with the Sun. Okay, so there is this sort of, this is also always makes me think of like a new birth, a rebirth. I get this very much with the citrine, where you're both thinking more abundantly, you're thinking more fruitfully, you are more in tune and kind of just trusting the universe and trusting your path. This is almost like childlike innocence as well. So you're beginning to return to that and really believe that magic can happen, believe and have faith in things coming to be, and not keeping yourself stuck so much with your ego-based thoughts or just like mentally stuck. Okay, and we have the Two of Wands. So that's about choosing a new path. Instead of keeping yourself stuck, it's about both of you really saying, okay, I'm making this decision, I'm moving forward, I know what I want to go forward to. And I get that very much with that Ten of Pentacles. This is really about welcoming and abundance. Again, like not necessarily being able to see everything just yet, but believing that it's there. Okay, the fortune cookie as well. And I didn't mention this term, but this is coming through now. With this little tree, it's like you're planting a seed and it's starting to bloom. It's like it may be a small tree to start, but you're both beginning to set up things sort of for your new life, which ultimately will be together, even though you may feel like you're starting it separately right now, okay? Okay, so we have the Moon. So kind of what I was just talking about, the things you can't see quite yet, but you're following that path anyways. This is very much like the Sun. You're following the light, even though you can't see everything. It's like it's not completely spelled out for you right now. You're following this. And I get this with the Mirror, that the more you go, the more you surrender and go deeper into this path, the more things will be revealed, okay? The more insight you will gain is what I'm hearing. Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So what I get with this is, again, moving away from lack mentality. I feel like this is just reminding you that you have a choice of being in this energy. But what they're telling me to do is to stop looking at options, stop like almost over analyzing, which I feel like is something we tend to do, especially when we're in some form of separation. When it's been a longer period of time, it's about like, what I'm getting is like closing out the other options. So anything that comes in as like a negative in your mind, it's kind of like mind over matter. It's like you're able to recognize the truth. You're able to recognize, again, this sun energy, and you're moving out of this. So it's like thinking about the 10 of Pentacles versus the 5 of Pentacles. Again, this is something that comes up. This is something that is a human emotion, but you're being asked to, again, like I'm getting like lights, which is like switch off the negative thoughts, okay? And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So instead of thinking about all these other cups that could lead to, doubt or fear, think about this, which is all about hope and prosperity and abundance and coming forward, moving forward, coming into this, again, union energy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the crystal reading cards. Okay, yeah, and we have success here. So totally, this is totally about like really allowing yourself to believe you can have this 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like, again, this is something that you're both doing separately, but it's very parallel right now. And I feel like for him, it may be more 3D based, it may be more career based. And for you, it's definitely much more about your spiritual mission, but that is leading to physical success for you as well. But I do see him, again, really tapping into understanding the spiritual mission, understanding the spiritual aspects and the divine purpose that your union shares, okay? That's very much like the sun energy as well as solar plexus chakra energy. So really taking action on the things you're being given. So downloads that you're receiving, really taking action with those. That's your main guidance right now. Okay, so we have Moonstone, which is cycles. So definitely closing out cycles. And I get that very much, again, with like that 6 of Swords energy. You're both walking away from whether this is only lack mentality, whether it's limiting situations, whether it's relationships with anyone who has kept you held back. You're both closing those out. And again, you're choosing that sun, you're choosing that light, you're choosing the enlightenment you've received, and you're moving forward on that, okay? Okay, love it. We have Labradorite and Hematite. So we have take action and grounding. So we did have the root chakra here. So again, I've mentioned taking action, again, with that Ace of Wands energy, following your passion, following your guidance, following, again, like these bells, all the downloads you're receiving, all the signs you're receiving, trust that they are divinely guided. They are coming in from your team. You are being guided to take action on them. So things you're receiving, I really feel this, especially for your spiritual mission, which ultimately is leading you into this union energy. Okay. It's ultimately getting you in the place you need to be for union, because it's helping you with your ascension, with your self-awareness, with attracting your abundance. That's helping you to fully embody this in the physical, in the 3D, okay? And that's also, again, working towards grounding the union. So I really feel like both of your higher selves are working with each other to almost like send messages. And then, of course, your angels, your guides, your union team are coming in, but definitely taking action on the things you're receiving and like making it happen in the physical is what I'm getting, all right? And the bottom of the deck is Amazonite, which is life purpose. So I feel like this is really becoming illuminated that this is your life purpose, all right? So you're really stepping into your truth. I get this with the ballerina as well. You're stepping into your truth, and this is really coming into who you truly are and expressing yourself that way, like really beginning to think of yourself as the Empress. And again, this is becoming highlighted to him as well. And I get right now for him, I keep getting this, like he may be thinking this is only physical right now, but he's also, again, receiving these signs and this guidance that this serves a higher purpose, okay? So I'm gonna wrap up with the Wilderness Collide Oracle. Possibly see some of the things that are becoming illuminated for both of you. Okay, so we have Crossing Fate. I love this. So I'm really getting this fate is highlighted, and I feel like this is him discovering things, and I get this with the mirror, which makes me think of the Sleeping Beauty. There may be something there that wasn't there before. he's beginning to see that. I'm getting an image like of like a curtain being pulled back. So he's really beginning to tap into the cosmic forces of this. Okay, so really understanding that there is this fate, there is this energy that draws two of you back together, and you keep crossing paths. This always makes me think of it like a third eye too. So I feel like that's coming illuminated for him. Okay. So we have divine connection and divine feminine. So definitely waking up to the fact that there is a divine connection and that you are his divine feminine. Now, he may not know these terms fully yet. He may not know the term twin flame. He may not know the term divine feminine, but he's understanding there is a divine connection to this. And again, the bells keep coming through. This is becoming illuminated to him very quickly. I'm getting like an image almost of like cogs going, like that's how it's coming to him. The wheels are turning. He's beginning to understand this on a higher level, but also integrating it into the physical. Okay. So, also this is further confirmation for you to truly be in your divine feminine energy, fully be embracing that and express that to the world. I get that with the Colosseum for some reason, because it's like a big arena. So it's about like expressing who you truly are. Again, expressing your life purpose with that Amazonite. I'm getting that Amazonite may be a very powerful stone for you to work with. That's a very powerful divine feminine stone. And then the bottom of the deck here is Pentacles. And I love this because it's that mirroring energy. And I'm getting the two of you being very much parallel to each other. You're rising at the same time. You're reaching sort of these pinnacles in your life and these pinnacles on your journey. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that it resonated. Please let me know how it did. And I hope to talk to you soon. Brightest blessings.